ladies and gentlemen. It's the OG Boricua Dandara, aka Coquito Papi. I'm here with this bitter ass dude, Evil Once, who wants to keep waving his hands. Actually, I don't even care you know what? I don't even want to bring him up. So what I'm going to say is we have one of the hottest young talents coming up right now, Gypsy Mac. How are you? And please interrupt this fool right here.
I'm really good. How are you today?
I'm wonderful. I know you and Evil Once were talking about your shades. What is the Gypsy Mac shade thing? Let them know.
So I'm a fortune teller and I can see the future, and my future is so bright that I don't want to damage my eyes. So I have to wear my pit vipers all the time.
All right,
good answer. I love the answer.
Now I don't know about all the signs and everything. I'm a Cancer. So what is the deal with Cancers? Because obviously I know you mess with tarot cards and all that.
You're very emotional.
That's true. That is true. That is true.
That's funny.
But what about the best sign ever, a Libra?
Oh, I'm a Libra too. I even have a Libra tattoo. We're very we like to be very like balanced and like everything to be like fair for everyone. We like everyone to feel like equal.
You see that Libra tattoo myself too?
Oh, cute. We're twins.
Yes, this is out of control.
Now, just to let you know, I was actually born on Friday the 13th.
So that's cool.
Even better.
I'm jealous.
Even better. So I have one question to start you with. It's a rumor. There's a rumor. Now, supposedly, and this is just a rumor, supposedly you tore your ACL and meniscus doing a stage dive at a Justin Bieber concert.
Is that what it spiraled out to at this point? I wish it was Justin Bieber. I wish it was. I love Justin Bieber.
I saw a couple of interviews when you said, I heard it was Justin Bieber or Taylor Swift.
See, I love both of them, and I wish I had like that kind of clout to go be able to stage dive. It was actually at a rave. And it was in a mosh pit.
In a mosh pit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that, and I started laughing because I heard a few different podcasts that you had done before. I gotta ask you the question if it was Justin Bieber, Taylor Swift, or maybe something else that she just probably fell over somewhere and skateboarding and this happened.
Oh, I wish I haven't skateboarded in so long. I miss that. I'm terrified to do it now because I don't want to injure myself.
Exactly. Well, I figure for a fortune teller, you should have seen that coming.
I know. I should have seen it coming, but I was drunk, so I didn't see that coming is what happened.
And one more thing. I want you to tell your father one thing for me. I'm going to get it right now.
I'm lost here. What's going on?
She knows. She knows what is this. Her father's favorite wrestler is from this group.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Yo, bro, why am I on this? Why am I on this?
And Chip cannot. He hates every time I do this. Ric Flair is the man. He's always the man. He's gonna be the man in heaven when God rest his soul. When he goes out there, he's gonna be the man up there. And that's her father's favorite wrestler is Ric Flair.
Listen, that's fine and dandy. We're not talking about Mr. Wu himself.
Whatever.
Now, I know you said that you were drunk, right? We'll say allegedly you were drinking. What's your favorite
drink?
What's your favorite drink, though?
Whiskey sours or amaretto sours.
Oh, so we're not talking no fruity little tooty things.
No, I don't drink fruit. I will because they taste good, but if I'm trying to just go straight to the point.
Just boom, it's on.
I'll figure it'll be a Presidente or something like that, one of those Mexican beers.
I don't like beer.
Really?
Yeah, if I drink something that's not a hard liquor, it has to be a cider.
Okay.
Yeah. Or I like the seltzers too. Those are okay.
Now, last weekend, you hit Texas for the first time ever, right?
So I have valeted in San Antonio before, but I've never had a match. out
So
there in that area.
Saturday was your first match.
Yes.
Mission Pro Wrestling. She wrestled
Yes.
against Jasmine Allure. And I tell you something, man. She did her shit on that show. And one set move, she got me. I literally jumped from the couch when I saw it. And you did the E Honda slap, pop, 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 pop. And then when she did the fifth one, she turned around with a spinning back fist and hit her right on the side of the head. I was like, whoa, like what the hell was that? Like she went from E Honda to North Fist of the North Star all at once. I thought that was awesome. I've never seen that before. I was like, oh shit.
Well, I'm glad that you like it.
Yeah, I love that. I mean, does it have a name? Do you have a name for that or?
No, I don't have a name for it. My trainer is really into Japanese wrestling, and it's something new that I got into maybe like a year before I started training.
Okay.
I discovered New Japan, and I was like, oh, Kenny Omega and like all of these guys, and I started getting into more of like the Japanese kind of style because it's more hard hitting, it's more strong style. Yes. And I love Awesome Kong, and she does that swinging back fist. So yeah, it just kind of came together.
Now your trainer is Gino Told You So.
Yeah.
Chef, man, jump in, or I'm gonna go keep up by myself,
listen,
bro.
You're throwing things out there that I'm like, man, you know a whole lot. Like
I did my homework, bro. I did my homework. Come on now.
Listen, I wanted this because I was like, yo, this girl's talented, and I get that, but like, we also got to let her tell the story, because if we sound like we know everything, the listeners don't get to know. Like, so we gotta take it easy.
I'm just too excited, you know. I start blurring stuff out. Like,
So
yeah.
Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, I had 2 matches that weekend. So I did Mission Pro on Saturday, and then I worked for another promotion. They're up and coming. They're in Uvalde, Texas, called Atlas Wrestling Promotion, and I did that one on Sunday.
Yeah, so I saw the video you posted. Now, who were you wrestling on Sunday?
On her name is Phoebe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hit her good this time with the background one. Okay, she got it good on that one.
The sliced bread number 2.
Yes, yes. I was like, holy shit. I said, oh, come on, she should have done that on Saturday night.
I tried. I got it, and then she pushed me off, and I ate the turnbuckle.
Now, when would you be coming back there to Texas again?
I don't know. It's in the talks right now. I was supposed to go in August, but then like SummerSlam got announced, and there's like a lot of things happening. Yeah. And I'm working a show now out in Vegas because I want to try and go that weekend.
Oh, awesome. That's even for FSW Vegas or somebody else?
Somebody else.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now I wanted to go back to the Mission Pro thing because I'm a huge Thunder Rosa fan, right? And I know she's big and she's a big part of it. But at your early career, because you're super young, it's got to be pretty dope to be on that card on a promotion that's coming up with somebody like Thunder Rosa as well.
Oh yeah, honestly, like it's probably the biggest thing I've done so far, and it's so early in my career that I keep like thinking, I'm like, is this actually happening? Because everyone in that locker room has been doing it for a while, like longer than I have. And they like, they're on AEW Dark, or they're on Ring of Honor, or they're on NWA. They're being used and televised, and they're great women and amazing wrestlers. And it's just crazy to me that I'm not even a year back from my surgery, and I'm already working these bigger promotions. So it means that I'm doing something right.
Now, how long were you already wrestling before the injury?
I trained for about 9 months, but I only had 1 singles match and 2 tag matches before my injury. Yeah.
And now you've been back full force since.
Yeah, I came back in May I believe it was on the 15th at IZW out in Arizona. I had a triple threat with Maserati from FSW and Lilith Grimm out in OVW. We were in a triple threat together.
Yeah, didn't Maserati just get a golden ticket for Ring of Honor?
Yeah.
She got invited to the tournament.
Yeah, she's awesome, so she deserves it. I'm really happy for her to get that.
Now, where you just go to sleep, bro. I got this. where you're from right now, there's not too much wrestling going on, right? Like Mountain Time. Like I think you mentioned you're like the only female.
Yeah, so I live in New Mexico.
Yeah.
I don't really broadcast that out there because weirdos and creeps.
Girl.
But
knocking over, hey Libra, I'm a Libra too. Let me in. I got some Moscatos. I got some Moscatos.
Oh no, it's okay. You can leave that at the door. Thank you. But yeah, so I live in New Mexico, and there's I think maybe 2 schools now, one of them being my school off the ropes. I couldn't tell you the name of the other one, honestly. But as far as I know, there's no other women in New Mexico wrestling. Everyone that I met has been like in Arizona, Colorado, or Texas.
Wow.
Yeah. So to do shows, like I'm busy. Like when I had to message you guys and I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like I double booked myself. Like I'm always traveling every weekend because there's nothing here in town. So I have to go at least 4 hours out.
Wow. Oof. So yeah, which one do you enjoy more? Because I'm pretty sure being the valet comes with a lot of fun perks though.
My heart is in wrestling. It's what I've loved to do ever since I was a little kid. Me and my brothers would reenact what we saw on TV. I can't tell you how many pile drivers I've taken. Yeah, my brothers were going hard. Yeah, well, The Undertaker was one of their favorites, so go big or go home, do
you have a dent on top of your head by any chance?
I think I do, actually.
That's why you're wearing that hat? Wait.
So yeah, if they loved The Undertaker, right? So who are you inspired by?
There's a few of them. One of them is The Undertaker. I loved him growing up. Who didn't like The Undertaker? And I'm kind of spooky, so I get that vibe. Jeff Hardy was a big one for me. The Hardy Boys in general, I loved them. I would also say Chris Benoit is the big influence when it comes to my wrestling style. I love to do the grappling catch can kind of style of wrestling where it's just grappling.
So you got to add the crossface into your move set.
I actually do a head scissors into a crossface.
Oh my God! All right, it's game over for whoever. See, this is what I like. I love. What do you call it though?
The crescent moon is what I was building up in my head.
That was good though. Oh, yeah, that was good.
That's fire. That's fire.
Now you got to come with a name for the spin,
I know.
Crescent something.
I need a name for that.
Yeah. The crescent.
We're gonna have to do a poll.
Yes.
On Instagram or something.
Yes. Yes.
My light turned off.
Yeah. The crescent punch.
The crescent punch. Yeah, I need to come up with something.
Yeah. All I know is that I saw some of your hair getting pulled out on Saturday. And I was like, holy crap, that was hard.
I wear extensions and sometimes they get loose. And from her ripping at it so much, it just came out.
I was like, oh, even though I was like, oh, there goes some weave out of their hair. Lord.
What I'll tell you is Evil Once watches wrestling, Amen. You would have no idea. If you randomly say a name, most likely he knows the person. It's kind of frustrating because it's you think you got something on him, and he's like, nah, I heard of that person. So when you came up, he's like, I've been knew her. I was like, wow, all right, oh, cool.
That's so
and it's
funny.
Just frustrating because you always try to get something over. Now, here's my thing, and I love asking people, it's not where do you see yourself in 5-10 years? I don't want to hear that question, right? But your vision in the next few months, where do you see your elevation? Because right now you're at Mission Pro, which is huge. What's your next step where you feel all right, I'm in that right step? Because the independence is hard to navigate through. So what is your next move where you're I'm doing it over here?
I'm trying to actually, my light keeps dying. I'm so sorry. I don't know why.
We can see you, girl. We can see you.
Okay, cool. It's just, I like to have that star diva
Yes,
lighting because that's
yes,
what I am. Yeah.
yes. I love it, girl. Love it. Yes.
I'm actually trying to like debut in states and cities I haven't been before. So Vegas is huge to me because I haven't done Nevada at all. I haven't done anything there. I'm trying to make my way to the East Coast though. I have fans like, Connecticut, New York, all those areas. So I want to go out there and put on a show for you guys because I have like a lot of fans actually, which is crazy to me in that area.
If you go to New York, I'll be there, front row.
Okay.
You gotta try. Listen, I'm from New York. I live in Florida now, but like you gotta hit Queens because Queens is the wildest wrestling group. Like I know they got House of Glory over there. I don't know if they're open yet, but they got a few events in Queens, and the fans there are lit. Like they go hard for wrestling. So hopefully you're in Queens, especially because people don't say hates Queens because of me. So I would love to see you in Queens, and I'd have to try to make that happen. But nah, man, it's super dope to see. Like, I love the fact of I love ballets because I think ballets is the hardest thing to get over. I really do because in ring, you know what you're doing, you train for it. But what I try to tell people for like managers and everything, if you could work a crowd and know your ring awareness and everything else, like you, exactly. It's one of the hardest things to do because you make people not like you. And I think that is so dope. And the real talk, that's me.
Like, I don't know why. I'm just so good at it. I'm so good at like reading the crowd as a valet and as a manager and just getting them to be pissed off. And I think that's why my in-ring ability with the crowd is where it's at so early in my career because I did valeting for like almost over a year, I think.
Wow.
Now I've seen that you're being immortalized in those nice little cards that I have requested some. I actually bought some. But how did that come about?
So there's this it's a card game, Raw Indie Cards, like they have an actual card game with indie wrestlers. And it was kind of funny coming into the business. I was still valeting. I was probably like 6 months in. I saw people with these trading cards and I told myself, that's what I want to do. Like, I want to be on one of those really bad. That's when I know I'm doing something right in my career is that they put me in this trading card game. So I did IZW in May and the guy of the company owner came up to me and he was like, hey, this is who I am. And he like introduced himself and he's like, we want to put you in our set. So I was kind of like taken back because he already knew who I was and asked if I waned to work with them.
Now, what's
so wait.
Wait. It's like Pokemon cards, like wrestling cards. You get the power, they got the points. You're good at this, good at that.
Wait, so my question to you, Evil Old say, because you ain't tell me shit. You're getting a Gypsy Mac card coming to you now?
4. Because she got 4, so I got 4 coming from me, and hopefully I could beat you, and I could like, oh, it's the crescent moon bar, 20 points.
wait.
Good at defense. Ooh.
Why do I gotta hear this while we're interviewing her? You didn't tell me nothing.
Because I want to get it first, then show it off.
Okay, all right, that's fine. I still think that's kind of
coming, and it's coming signed with a Gypsy Mac insignia on it, stamped.
Hand printed, fresh off the press.
You're showing off a lot right now. You're doing a lot of showing off right now.
I get excited when I'm excited. I can't help it.
Gee, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, so she's in the car. So like all they're different I never played those cards, but do they have like different
varieties?
things?
I guess would that be the correct word?
Yeah, but do they have like different points? Like each card is different, or?
Yeah, so there's like the 2 ones of the ones without like the points and stuff. Those are gonna be like your main cards, like your kind of show off cards, like in baseball.
Yeah, yes.
like your baseball cards. And then there's the other ones, which are going to be like Magic the Gathering or Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon, where you actually play the game with them. And one of mine says like Gypsy Mac throws, I think, like 3 points at you, and you have to discard like 4 cards or something.
Nice.
Oh, that's
I wish you would have had the crescent moon bar. Boom, it hit you with a crescent moon.
Well, I have the retrograde, which is going to be my variation of the camel clutch.
Oh, okay. Iron sheep
so that's
tile. Nice.
Yes, my father inspired that move in my move set, actually.
Now, did he ever put you in that move when you were growing up?
No, but my brothers did. He showed my brothers how to do it on me.
Do you brothers wrestle?
My brother, my middle brother, he did high school, middle school wrestling. Like, he did it for a really long time. I did it for a little bit, but then he broke his collarbone, and being a female and I'm the baby, my mom got scared and pulled me out.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
Now, how does the family feel that the baby is the actual wrestler of the family?
They love it. It was the first time at Mission Pro that my entire family went. Like, my parents have seen me before, but my niece and my nephew and my brothers have never seen me wrestle, and they loved it.
So they were there?
Yeah, my whole family was
that's
there.
Gonna be awesome. That's gonna be exciting. Look at Didi. Didi's in the ring. Oh, look at Didi.
Yeah, but she also has playing cards too. Like, that's insane.
I know. Like, what you getting me for Christmas? Here you go. I don't want those cards. I want some.
Do you want me to actually show him one? I have one. I can just go grab it. Real quick. Yeah, let me go grab it.
Yeah, it's like those, and there's her, Jasmine Allure. You know, there's a lot of Thunder Rosa that just came out with one. Got a 4 set, and the thing is, you actually have to get them from them themselves. You can't buy.
Yeah, they just
yeah.
The Mission Pro roster, they just did them for us this last show.
Yeah. So look at that.
This one is my OG.
Yeah.
And then this is my Mission Pro one.
Nice. Oh, that's fire, though.
That is fire. The OG one is hot, though. Yes.
And then I'll show you.
But she has the whole thing. I have to hit everybody just to get my own collection going.
And then this one is my retrograde.
There you go.
Oh.
And then this one is my other one.
That is so sick. That's, you know what, though? And I know you said that you feel like, oh, wow, that's pretty dope. But, like, you got to put those in frames or something. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like, I'm kind of a fan of myself sometimes.
You gotta
and
be.
I save certain things, and that's definitely ones that I have like in my little book. I try and save all of like the posters that I'm on too.
Yeah,
listen, I mean, yeah, for real. And at this point, and I know you say you're still young into it, but there's got to be a promotion where you have your eye on their title. And what promotion is that?
I honestly really want to wrestle at FSW and come after that women's title, because I know it's new and so it's hot and everyone's wanting to get at it right now. So that would be the big one besides Mission Pro, of course.
Now, the champ there, is it Roxy Rogue or is it Shea Maserati?
It's Maserati still, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I was gonna say no disrespect to you right now, but the Mission Pro title is of hands because that is one of our sisters' cousins, La Rosa Negra.
I love her. So that was my first time meeting her at Mission, and she is a great ball of fire.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
So right now you're gonna have to go to Maserati right now. You can get that.
Yeah. So I'll chill. I'll wait to see what happens. You know, I'll see.
Yes.
I'll let that play out. Yeah.
Yes, please. Not. I'm enjoying that Rosa Negra being champion.
Yeah, she's super talented, but like you got to think she's already in the ring with so many people that are veterans already, and yeah, I love it. Like, what was it? The move you just posted, it was like a modified spear kind of thing.
Yeah, my spear.
That was. It's weird because I haven't seen females do it, and I was like, holy shit, like, I don't know how fast you are. You know what I mean? Because I'm only watching you, so I don't know. But it looks like you just came out of nowhere. Like, if you run a 40 in a 4.2 flat, and I was like, this girl is moving. Like, it looked like you have a very strong, like you said, the New Japan style. You hit hard. Your moveset is very aggressive. And I dig it. Like, I'm a street dude, so I love that physical, violent stuff, and you portray it. But that spear was official. And I would have loved it if you could have speared my partner over here, because he gets too lippy at times.
Whatever.
Now you ain't got nothing to say. Now you ain't got nothing to say,
devastating.
Right?
Just give me a helmet and a backpack. I give you a pillows all over, and then go ahead.
All right.
I can't get the concussions. I'm already too old, man. I forget things already. But we like to have fun here, but we also like to ask the boring questions.
Unfortunately,
it still has to be somewhat official, I guess.
Yeah, right? The boring stuff. But you're saying that there's not a lot of females where you're from right now. How did it feel trying to find that right training school? Because you said there was 2 choices. Like, what went into it, and why did you choose the one that you go into now?
So there was a little bit more training schools when I first started, which is almost 2 years ago. I'll hit my 2-year mark of starting to train next month in July. But actually both of the schools didn't want to take me because I was a female, and they kept like giving me the runaround and trying to like get me to scurry away. And you hear people talking and you finally understand like what's happening and why they actually don't want to train you. And that was one of the reasons. And I don't know if it's because they were scared or if they thought it was going to be a waste of time or what it was. But me and Gino are actually pretty good friends. I've known him for almost 3.5 years now. So I went to him and I was like, hey, I want to do this. Where should I move to? And he's like, why should you move? And I kind of told him what I was going through. So he took it upon himself to open OTR to kind of help me out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
So all of this is thanks to him. He really took that step to help me out there.
Gino. Another Boricua in the house, Gino.
Oh, he's Puerto Rican?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was his ballet. Used to come up with the Puerto Rican flag to the ring all the time.
The Puerto Rican pit bull.
Yes.
Oh, let's get it popping. I
love my Puerto Ricans. I gotta hit him up. Gino. Gypsy Mac told me to hit you up, and she told me so.
Oh yeah, he's a very busy boy.
Yeah.
But most definitely.
Yeah. I saw him wrestle 3 different places this week.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like I am the way that I am with traveling, is because he's my mentor. So I see how hard he hits it.
Now,
you got to get to Florida. That's real talk. You got to get to Orlando, Florida. Wink, wink. You got to be in this area over here.
See, I have been thinking a lot about moving, and Florida is one of the spots I thought about. But then San Antonio Texas is just ramping up so much right now that I'm like, ooh, is this the sweet spot that I should be at?
I'm still throwing it up in the air. That's the next question. You're wrestling now in different places where they have male and females, and then you went to Mission Pro, which is all females. Do you feel more comfortable from what you saw being in an all-female company run by all females, or does it matter if whichever it is?
So it's kind of funny. I feel like, to me, I don't care. I'll do whatever. I've been the only female in an all-male locker room before. So I'm just kind of used to that aspect, but being a female in this industry can be kind of scary. So it was really nice to be in that Mission Pro locker room and making connections and networking and feeling super safe that nothing weird is ever going to happen, because it's nothing but a sisterhood back there. So that was really refreshing to kind of get that background.
No, that makes sense. But I mean, we have Shine out here, right?
Yes.
I'm just trying to plug to Florida because
you all just come on, just come to Florida.
yeah, like just come to Florida, you'll be all right.
I mean, both places are sticky and hot, so
yeah, they are. Yes, they are.
And I don't know nothing about Texas, right? I'm not gonna say I know about Texas or nothing like that. But we have central air. You know what I mean? Like,
well, and you guys do have beaches. Like, there's not a beach in Texas.
We got a lot of beaches.
Yeah, that's true. And Disney World is there.
And Universal, just throwing it out there. SeaWorld, Universal, like Legoland.
There's a lot to do.
I mean, I'm just saying it's a vacation town and you're young, you could really enjoy it. I'm just plugging.
Hey, I'm an Astros fan from Houston Astros. That's what I know about Texas. So.
Well, yeah, but you don't live in Texas, and
I know so that, but I'm saying. I'll just go just to go for a baseball game. I'll go there. That's it.
Listen, there's no need for her to go to Texas. I mean, obviously, you do whatever you feel like doing because this is just to make people laugh and get people to know you, and you know what I mean, get the story. But like, I would say Florida because there are so many independents out here. There's like an independent every corner you go. You have so many young, talented girls out here like Lexi Gomez. Catalina Perez, who you've seen her on AEW Dark. I mean, you can just go on the list, and I think that putting you in the ring with any of them is money. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially because a lot of the females, I don't think I've seen a female wrestle like you. I mean, but Awesome Kong don't even really do her thing no more. And I watched her because I was watching in the Impact Zone. So like, you're like a diamond in the rough kind of thing, and I'm not trying to blow smoke up your ass. I don't do that. But like, you don't really see women fight like that. You don't see that aggressive, like maybe Diamante, or Eva Lee.
Yeah.
But like you feel very. If you look at me the wrong way, I'm gonna punch you in the face for living. And that's I'm just being honest. Like I dig it.
No, and I appreciate that because I always tell the guys like I wrestle like a guy, and they don't see it because we all trained together. But it's kind of funny to hear it from someone else's perspective. Like, I do wrestle different, and I think that's why is because I beat up boys all the time, and they beat me up. So I'm just rough.
She's like, I might be short and I have star qualities, but I will slap you and call you Susan anytime.
Yes. Did you see my match with Phoebe? Like, I had to rip my extensions out at one point because they were falling on their own.
No, unfortunately, I saw bits and pieces because you were putting it on your page, but I didn't know where to look anywhere to find that one, so I kind of missed out on that.
YouTube. You'll have to check on my YouTube. Yeah, I have it up on my YouTube channel.
Okay, good.
Wait. You got to plug the YouTube channel.
So it's just Gypsy Mac, so GYPSY, and then Mac is just MAC. There's not a K.
Yep.
And it'll also be on Title Match Network too.
Oh, it is there. Oh, it was.
Yeah, it was on Title Match Network. It streamed when we had the event.
Oh man, see, I watched Saturday Night from Mission Pro on there, and then I didn't know that Sunday was going to be there too.
Oh yeah,
damn
it was on Title Match.
See, I missed. Well, actually, the show is recorded, so I can actually go back and watch it now. It should be saved there. Oh, perfect.
So you can watch the entire show. Atlas is a great promotion. They're a newer promotion that's up on the rise, and they're doing really good. A lot of the matches that they have are really fun, and they have like good talent from around Texas.
Now, so the annoying question we have to ask. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to ask you because we got to do these corny things that everybody wants to hear. Who'd be your dream match?
My dream match would be Chris Benoit or Eddie Guerrero if I could pick anybody.
Latino Heat.
And the reason that I say both of them is because I like that grappling style, but then I also like the high flying lucha style, and they both can do that.
That's amazing. I love Eddie Guerrero. So
yeah, and he's just so creative and he does like all these like dirty ways to win. And I think it would be a fun match to have.
You know, unfortunately, in 2021 being the soft era, you really can't say what you want to say. But I've always been a Chris Benoit fan, and I thought he was an amazing wrestler. I loved everything that he did. I mean,
no, and that's why I do kind of hold back from saying that sometimes. And you know, it's really unfortunate what he did and everything that happened, but you can't take his wrestling away from him.
Exactly.
He was one of the greatest wrestlers in that ring, and it's very unfortunate what happened. But hey, I study him for tape, and he's the reason that I'm out there doing it. Like, I love his wrestling moves.
Dude, they don't call you the Rabbit Wolverine for nothing.
Exactly.
He looked rabid. He looked like
did.
He will bite you and you will get infected. I mean, because he was that intense. Like,
very
he wrestled
grimy.
intense, yes. Like, he never took a day off. He was always hard, you know, and you could see that, man. I love that about him. And that's what I love about you, because you look the same. You know, you go in there and you go hard. You're not gagging and shit going around, you know, looking all spaced out. Oh, let's do this and do that. But you know, you go in there hard, and I was like, oh shit, all right, cool.
Yeah.
You know,
well, thank you. I appreciate that.
You know,
but yeah, you know, it is refreshing to kind of hear someone agree with me, because sometimes I'll say that in a podcast and people are like,
oh no, we don't give a shit.
Like, yeah, shit. Yo, you mentioned it once. I was like, oh shit, we're gonna get banned.
Let's do it.
This definitely won't go up on the WWE network when I get signed.
Yeah. Like, oh, she said this culture. We're gonna culture. What's it called? The culture canceling.
Cancel culture.
Yeah,
hey,
cancel
there's
culture.
people that are still booking predators out there in this wrestling industry. So if you're gonna cancel me for that, you need to take a bigger step at what's actually happening.
It's one thing touching. Other thing, talking about somebody who killed. That's two different things. That's
exactly.
You know, so
exactly.
And here's my thing, like, and I'm gonna admit my fandom to you, because I don't know how many people will just straight up say, "Look, I'm a fan." Like, and you probably do a lot, but I hate saying I'm a fan. Evil Once will tell you I barely say I'm a fan of anybody. I'm a fan of yours, right? And I was like, in my head, I was watching you, and I was like, "Yo," like, because I'm on Instagram, so I look at independent stuff, and I'm just chilling, and I was like, "Damn." This girl keeps popping up, right? And I keep seeing a little more. And I'm like, yo, I feel like if I knew this girl and we was on the block and someone says something, like, we would thug them out. Like, I felt like you was one of the homies, like, not just the way you come over. And, you know, and I was like, I'm a fan of this girl strictly because she feels so G'd up. Like if you just bang out just to bang out. And I was like, yo, she's so dope. But like I said, I pay attention to a lot of things. Like, one of my boys, he's a ref. He refs MLW. He does Shine. Like, he's a legit dude. And I love his ring awareness. And I watch his stuff to see how he moves around without being in the way, how he tells a story. I do that with valets. And when I was watching, I was like, yo, this girl is like, she knows where to be. She knows who to piss off, how to get the reactions out of everybody. And it's so surprising that I haven't seen anyone try to wail on you yet, because, you know, wrestling fans are nuts. Like, they're absolutely batshit crazy. Have you got any interaction where you're like, whoa, maybe I went too far and this nuts over here is, you know, crazy?
No, I personally haven't, but working with Gino, I've been around when he has, like, when a fan has gotten really, really, really pissed off at him and they're about to smack him. And I'm just there like, yeah, but luckily it hasn't happened to me where I've had like a crazy altercation yet. I'm waiting.
Wow.
I'm waiting. My favorite was I got called a bruja one time at a lucha show, and I was like, "Thank you, ma'am."
Oh, that thank you probably burned her.
Yeah. I was like, gracias, and I blew her a kiss, and she was so mad. She was pissed.
Well, you look the part right now. You got the hair, they got the hat backwards, got the shades. I'm pretty sure you're missing is the Timberlands.
Yep.
And you ready to roll out.
Oh, if I see you rocking Timbs, that's it.
That's ready to go.
It's
over.
over.
We're gonna stomp on somebody. We're gonna go to the concrete jungle. We gotta stomp on some people right now.
So if there's a promotion, like, Impact Wrestling, Ring of Honor, MLW don't have any females at the moment. Like, which is the one that you say, if I go there, I think I could make an impact and I could really go somewhere with that roster? Who would it be?
I've never really thought about that before because you always think of the big two, like AEW and WWE.
Yeah.
But as far as
not here. We talk about all of them.
Yeah, as far as like the bigger promotions like that, probably Impact. Now that I think about it, because they have like a pretty decent women's roster, but I don't feel like it's not as expanded as it used to be.
Yeah. See, I love that because I think that you fit in so well there. And Impact was the one I was thinking because I always tell people their male roster, I'm not a fan of, but their women's roster is very like everybody has their own little lane. You know what I mean? Like not one person feels the same, and they don't have nobody like you. You know what I mean? Like, so I think that would be perfect. Evil Onse, what do you think about that? Because I think she's 100% right.
She'll fit in because she'll come there with her gypsy, her gypsy thing going on and stuff, going there and throw some cards on them. Like, I see your future. You're going to lose to me soon. I'm going to take your title, stuff like that. So that whole gimmick will be awesome for you there.
Yeah, that would be really fun.
Yeah. And like you said, it's a small roster because I'm pretty sure it's like, I think maybe like 11, 12 females now that they have, but they use all of them. They always use all of them at any single time, especially on those Saturday pay-per-views. You see all of them being used in all matches, and that's why I respect Impact more than anybody else because they know how to use their talent, especially the female, and show them forward.
No, that's very true. And it's like nicer having kind of a smaller roster like that because you're still able to do a lot and get your time and you're not left like in the background and no one has seen you for 3 or 4 months.
Yeah. Like frozen in the corner. Oh, we just saw her pass by. Now she disappeared in the darkness. Now, the Gypsy Mac name, where did it come from?
So I've always liked the name Gypsy. There's a song from Fleetwood Mac called Gypsy.
Yes.
And I used to love it. And I'm super into true crime. And there's a girl by the name of Gypsy Rose that unfortunately murdered her mother. Long story. And I've never thought of using the name Gypsy as an actual name until I heard her. And I was like, that's actually like a sick name to use. Because, you hear about gypsies, but never anyone named Gypsy.
Well, why didn't you go with the Gypsy Rose?
Yeah, so I had to change the last name. I couldn't be Gypsy Rose. So I stayed playing with it differently. Like ROZ.
Yeah, or Rose, ROOS.
Yeah.
Rose, or even in Spanish.
Rose, Gypsy Rose. Oh my God, where were you when I was coming up with my name? I like that.
Yeah, even in Spanish, Gypsy Rosa.
I'm gonna have to go now back and change everything.
Gypsy Rose.
I love Gypsy Rose. That sounds. I like that one.
Gypsy Rose or Gypsy Rosa.
Hey, listen.
We're here to help. We're here to help.
I'm a rosé drinker, so rosé is fire. So
I like that.
That's why it popped in my head. The drink. Oh, rosé. Hold up. She's a rosé. She's gypsy and she's rosé because she looks smooth.
Because I was like, because I'm a bad bitch.
Exactly. She's a bad girl. we should put with her face, put a nice little star, so every time she moves, you see the star popping out.
Yes.
But she's a star. Yes.
So what's been the hardest part of your whole journey so far?
Obviously people are going to say like, oh, coming back from your injury. Physically, that was tough. It sucked. I'm still dealing with it. But mentally, coming back from my injury was probably the hardest thing. Because I saw all of my peers that started later than me excelling, getting booked, traveling a lot more, doing like a lot of cool stuff in the ring. And it just kind of stung me a little bit because I wasn't part of it. And, you know, you kind of get in your own head about like, oh, should I really even be doing this? Do I want to go back? I'm already out because I have my injury.
Well, the weird part about it is that, you know, it's meniscus and an ACL tear. And I don't see you with a knee brace. So I was like, damn, hold up. That's a pretty damaging, you know, especially for sports. And you don't wear a brace and you're doing all that jumping, running, and everything in the ring. So I'm thinking, well, maybe mentally she's ready because you don't have a brace at all. So
I do wear a knee brace. I just hide it really well so it looks like it's part of my gear.
Gotcha. That's right. Because I was like,
I don't want people to look at me and be like, oh, she's injured. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what?
That's a good thing.
Stop asking questions about the injury. She ain't got no braces. She's healthy.
Hey, I was just wondering because I never saw one, and that makes sense how she said she covered it with her outfit, which is good. Yeah.
That's what, dude, I had to say, I didn't want to ask because I was like, I don't see her with a brace. That's crazy. Like, I played sports my whole life and banged up. And remember back in the days, you had those big dookie ones that you had to rock. Like, my dogs, I swear, it's like every time we do these, my dogs want to make cameos.
Oh, no, it's okay. My cat was up here earlier meowing in my face.
And of course she's black. So, you know, that Bruja image right there comes out.
Exactly.
Wait. What's the name of the cat?
Atticus.
Ooh, I like that name.
Thank you. Yeah. My little spooky cat.
His name is Salem.
I thought Salem. I did. I was like, it's either going to be Salem or I thought Pharaoh would have been badass too.
Oh, that's cute. I like that. I need to get another cat, so maybe that's what I'll name my other one.
She's taking all our ideas now. She's gonna change
I know. Thank you.
New cat, everything.
I'm gonna call you guys once a week to discuss ideas for Gypsy going forward, so that we can brainstorm this.
Oh, girl, I'm like right now. This whole time we've been sitting here, I've been like my brain is working on this move, like the name for it. Like the whole time, I'm like working on the name. Like it's driving me crazy. I want to get one.
Yeah,
listen,
we have
all
to
I want,
figure it out.
All I want, and I'm gonna be real biased. All I want is her to come to Florida. I want to be a fan. You know what I mean? Like, it's cool. If you pick Texas, it is what it is. Texas stinks. But, I think Florida would be a dope calling. Even alone say, what do you got left for her before we get her out of here? We've been chewing her ear off for way too damn long. I know, man.
Yeah, I'm kind of sad about that. That we actually have to chew her ear off for like almost an hour or so. Well, I mean,
what happens?
I do got a question. You being a female, young, beautiful, upstart coming up, what do you give any of the younger females that are trying to get into the business?
I would say never let what anyone tells you hold you back, whether it's your boyfriend, your trainer, your family, anybody. Like, if this is what you want to do, do it. Because I've had a lot of people been like, oh, it's rough on your body, you're gonna look like a manly person in there, blah 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 blah, like it's a boys sport. No, don't listen to them. It's a women's sport. We're taking over. A lot of people I know rather watch women's wrestling than men's wrestling, and stay away from like the super girly stuff. Don't be afraid to go in there and brawl it out.
Yes.
That's right. Yeah, listen, that's fire. And we're gonna leave it off on there. But okay. I do want the exclusive. If the thing we talked about where we could not talk about happens, I gotta talk to you about that.
Yes, we'll do another podcast once I find out what's happening with that situation.
Perfect. And for all you people who want to know, too bad you gotta wait, because if it doesn't happen, you never know. So mind your business.
I know that nugget from the Urban Wrestling Podcast. Yeah. But Ms. Mac, I mean, take the floor, plug everything that you have for all our fans, listeners, people that love you, that follow you, that worship you. Let them know where they can get everything. Because I also got 4 cards and it's signed 8x10. Woohoo! 8x10.
So if you want merchandise, yes. Hey, if you want merchandise, message me on Instagram, Twitter. Facebook, Gypsy Mac. There's no C. If you go to my Instagram, that's probably where I'm at the most. And I post pretty much like my daily life on there. So if you want to keep up with me, it's the.gypsy.mac. And I have a link tree. So go to my bio and click on that link and you can find everything else.
And by the way, if you want those shades, she wears them everywhere. When she's sleeping,
Vipers,
when she's waking up, brushing her teeth.
Those are fire, though. Those
in
are
the
fire.
pool, when she's out working
they match
out.
all of my gear. I have pink, blue, and green,
Yes.
and then I have these other ones.
Dude, it's like all day is the shades, bro. It's like she just like even when she sweats, she looks cool. It's the glycerin just glows on her.
You gotta stop. You gotta stop.
She do like when she goes to the gym, she's in the mirror like this. Boom! You see the vibrant glow around her. She don't sweat. She glycerin, bro. With the shades, she glisters.
Dude, get us up out of here, man. This
glows,
man. Crazy.
Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Ms. Mac, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. I can't wait to see you again wrestle. Hit us up, put it everywhere, because I want to see you as much as possible. Go out there and kick some butt.
Thank you for having me.
And take us out, Jeff. Jeff.
So for y'all already know what it is, it's www.urbanwrestlernetwork.com. Y'all see, we're definitely going to post all her links because she's the baddest the HBIC in the game right now. So ladies and gentlemen, for myself, these two, this young, amazing woman and this guy that I'm stuck with, we out of here. Deuces.